Hey y'all, Chris here at Brew. I'm taking a moment today to walk you through our mead lineup. I get asked a lot what's the best mead or what's the difference between the meads, which ones I prefer, what they taste like compared to other meads on the market. So I wanted to take a minute and kind of walk you through each of our products that I have here on the table, as well as our fourth mead, which is not on the table. That is our elusive peach mead that only comes out once a year. It's a very limited batch. It sells out quickly, but I still want to go ahead and talk about it here for a minute today, give you guys kind of a rundown on what we produce here at Brew. So the first up is our Fate of the Gods. Fate of the Gods is a traditional mead. That means it is just honey, water, yeast. That's it. That's all. We don't add anything else in there. We ferment it with all local Texas honey. We work with an Amish community here in Texas, so there's no pesticides in the honey. It is natural. It's the way that it came out of the hive. It's going to be a light floral mead. I tell everyone it's my easy drinker. It's going to be in the semi-sweet category, so it's not overly sweet. I know some meads on the market tend to go a little bit more on the sweeter side. I tend to keep it semi-sweet, this one, so that way you can pair it up with a meal just like you would a wine. You could drink it on its own by the pool. You could mix it in an old fashioned instead of a simple syrup. That gives you a little bit of a honey sweetness to your old fashioned rather than an artificial sugar in there. So this guy, like I said, honey, water, yeast, that's it, that's all. It is a light floral, easy drinking mead. You're going to get that classic honey flavor with this guy, but without the overwhelming sweetness that you would expect in some of the other meads. Moving forward, the Allfather is a mead that we do with figs in it, so it's going to be a little bit richer, a little bit bolder. It is going to pair beautifully with a meal. Think steak, think game meat, cheese charcuterie board, chocolate, pasta, anything fig would pair with in a recipe. This guy is going to pair great with. It's also going to go really good for our cigar smokers at home, so after dinner, kind of as a digestive. It's a tad drier than the traditional mead, so it's going to go good after dinner. It's going to go good with dinner. It's kind of a more of an evening drink, I would say. So if I was sitting out by the pool all day, I would drink the Fate of the Gods. If I was at by the fire in the evening or with dinner, I would go with the Allfather here. The last mead that I have on the table is the Lothbrok. So Lothbrok is our barrel-aged version of Fate of the Gods. So when the Fate of the Gods is done, we take the Lothbrok and we put it in the barrels you see here behind us. We get all our barrels locally here in Fort Worth from Blackland Distillery. We work with them because they're basically our next door neighbors. So the day they empty the barrels, I go pick them up. We drop our meads in there and we let it sit in the barrels for another 13 months. So this product is actually almost 2 years to make it. It's one of our limited releases here at Brew, so we only do it twice a year. It's released one time in the spring and another time in the fall, and when it sells out, it sells out. So what you're going to get here, it's the driest of the three on the table. You're still going to get that nice honey aroma up front, but then you're going to get that oak and that bourbon on the back end. And this is the mead on the table that I would not recommend pairing with food. I would just kind of drink it on its own in the evening by the fire. Again, with a cigar, that's going to be great. But think of an after dinner drink with this one, not necessarily something that I would do with food. I also wouldn't mix this one because you are paying for that barrel aging process. So if you want to do a mixed drink, that's why I recommend the Fate of the Gods. It's at a lower price point, so you're not paying for the barrel aging process on it. The last mead that I want to talk about is our peach mead. So the elusive peach mead that I mentioned earlier, it comes out once a year. It comes out every July. It's going to be the sweetest of the meads that we offer. Don't expect a big peach juice flavor. It's not going to be that in-your-face peach juice. You're going to get the essence of peach in there. So we use real fruits, real honey. We add everything into the primary fermentation, which means the yeasts are actually breaking them down and fermenting them out. So you're left with that essence rather than that big syrupy peach flavor. And there's no syrups in that note. So there's no syrups in there, nothing artificial. We just add, again, real peaches in there. This one is going to be my cold by the pool mead. So I wouldn't do it with food necessarily. I would just kind of hot day, light, refreshing peach mead. So those are the four meads that we offer here at Brew. We do have a couple other seasonals that pop up here and there, but those are our four main lines that come out regularly. Allfather and Fate of the Gods, we have them year round. They're available here in Texas in HEB up in the DFW area. They're available in Total Wines and Specs around the state. And then they're available on our website. We ship to about 35 states. So how do you know if we ship to your state? Just go to the checkout, put your address. If it lets you proceed to payment, then we ship to your state. If not, then unfortunately we don't. With these products, since they're alcohol, we have to get permitted state by state, so it's a bit of a job. Some states don't approve shipments of alcohol, so that's another thing that we have to watch for, and why we can't ship necessarily to every state. Another note on the shipping is someone 21 or older has to be home to sign for it. That's a federal law. There's nothing that we can do about that. So when FedEx comes to drop off your package, or UPS or whoever we ship with, for that order, you're going to have to be there to show your ID and sign for it, or just organize to have it sent maybe to your work or to a friend's house where someone can be there to sign for it. So again, those are the meads that we offer here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We always want to hear your questions so that we can do more videos. We want to help keep you guys informed, and we want you guys to follow along the journey here at Brew as well. We're going to be doing more videos on the production process, more videos on what goes into actually making the meads, on the coffee roasting side, on the espresso side. So give us a follow, give us a like, drop us a comment if you have any questions. So until next time, Chris at Brew, so y'all take care.